Okay, so to create this flower, which is a carnation flower, I've used crochet. I've tried a crochet idea to create this flower, and the rest of them it is made out of macrames, which I'm going to show you. So I'm going to try and show the flower how I made. So there are the two um, layers. So I'm just going to create the first layer. So here you can see I have used 4.5 mm crochet hook. Now I am just making the loop out of 2 mm braided cord and then taking the longer end out. Now I am keeping the first loop or the chain's first round a little longer because we're going to make a circular round onto it using at least 4 to 5 chain. Okay, so it might be a little different for everyone how they hold the thread, but in the beginning I hold it like this. So you can see I have made first chain over the round, and now I'm going to make another chain. So you can leave the first end anywhere, and we're going to cut it at the end. So here I've made 2 chains. Now I'm going to make now I'm going to fill this round using all the chains. So here you can see I've already created 4 to 5, and I'm going to complete at least by 6 to 7 chains here seams, and sometimes you can do less, but I felt like I wanted to create a little bigger, so I have created 6 to 7 chains to complete the hole. I could have had the hole a little smaller so we don't create any gap in between, but here I am now on the second line going through the first loop of the chain, and then I'll be creating 2 chains out on first loop. So basically on one loop I'll be creating 2 chains throughout the circle. So here I made 1. Now I'm going to go to the same hole or the same chain and make another chain. So here again I'm going to make 2 chain out of the first or the same hole. So there we go. I am now creating the next one. So you can see I am going to create the same thing throughout so that we have the flat round instead of making it like a bucket. Okay, so I'm going to go and finish the second round doing this, and I'm going to do the same pattern on the third round. So I'll be doing again the same thing as soon as we complete the second round. I'm going to go and do the same on the third round. I'll show you. So here I'm about to complete my second round. So here you can see I've completed the second round. Now I'm going to do the same. So again I'm going to take the 2 chains out of the first one loop and complete the circle like this. So here you can see I have completed 1, and I'm going to go through the same chain and create another chain. So here I've created 2 from 1, and I'm going to do the same with the next one and complete the third round like this. See here I am going to now show you just after. You can see here where you have the last end. That's where you finish our third round. So complete until then. So here I have completed my third round. So now you can see the third round is done. What I'm going to do now is take one chain out, like here you can see, and now I'm going to make 3 more chains out of that into the same loop or same chain. So here you can see I made 3 chain onto the first chain. Okay, so first you're making 1 chain and then you're making 3 chain onto it, and then you're wrapping it the cord twice as is seen here, and then you go through the first round. So here you can see I have wrapped twice, and now I'm going through the same hole or same chain loop and making 1 chain out, and this time I'm taking 2 cords down, you can see, and then again the same, I'm taking 2 cords down. Now you have the last 2 cords, and then I'm doing the last 2 cords down. So here you completed 1 loop, which I'm going to create on every knot, or you can see the loop twice, the same thing. So here you can see I've done first chain with 1, and then second chain with the 2, and then third chain with the 2, and the fourth chain with the 2 as well. So here you made 3 lines like that, and I'm going to create these lines on each loop twice throughout the circle, and keep doing it. So you can see I have completed quite many lines and on many loops, which you can see here. Now I'm going to complete it throughout the circle, and then I'll show you how I completed the circle and how I joined both ends. So here you can see I have completed almost the circle like this, and now I'm going to do the rest of it, complete the rest of it. It does look like more of a more like a coaster, as you can see, and it is definitely a way to make coaster. I am When I created first time, I felt like, yeah, definitely it does look like a coaster. So here you can see I have left two loops or two chains. Now I'm going to create those, complete the four out of those two, these lines, and then I'm going to join the both end, and I'll talk through as I go. So here I'm making the last one, and as you can see, I've seen that it's going to be not that big because I wanted to fill the gap, so I made just two rounds of chain, and it wasn't the long chain, the last one, and because without that it wasn't filling, so I definitely made another chain, and now just simply taking the chain out and adding those two and joining, as you can see here. So this will be the last, and here you can the next part you can keep making the rest part out of the white one, which we are using right now. What I've done is, and have you seen that white one in the in my flower which I've just shown there? But what you can do is also use the white and this pink color or any other color of your choice to make the carnation flower. So here I'm going to just join or just make a knot here. So I've cut the white one, and then I'm going to tie both ends and then start making the last part using pink color or pink color thread. So it is the same color, same thickness of the thread, and I'm now going to create the next part. So here I'm just cutting the ends short, and to complete the next part, so here I'm going to make the chain of 3 on the same loop. So here you can see I'm creating 1, 2, and the third one here. So you can see I have created the chain of 3, including the white one, it's 4. So now I'm going to go to the same loop or same chain, and then just join them. So here you can see the loopy part here. Now the last chain which we used to join. So here I'm going to make again the same chain, same number of chains, 1, 2, 3, and then again the 4. So here we done the 4. Oh yeah, you can see I am quite a beginner in the um, crocheting, and then yeah, it most of the time it just keeps falling the crochet hook. So yeah, I'm just gonna do the same part, same repetition again and again. So on each loop throughout the round I'm going to make 2 these bubbly part. So they basically create a bubble kind of things when we make a chain out of four chain, and then we join back to it, back to the bottom. So yeah, it is more like a bubble. I don't know what do people say to it. And then yeah, I'm just gonna create 2 bubble from each loop simply. Keep doing it, and we'll see you on the end. So you can see I've completed most of it, except there are 4 loops left, I think. So I'm just going to create at least 8 of the bubbles, and then I am going to join those 2 bubbles. I think I will not need to join this time because this is almost like a joined itself, and that will be it. And then we'll finish our first layer of the carnation flower. Okay, so here this basically looks like any another simple crochet coaster, I think. I guess I've seen similar to these coasters online. Yeah, if you want to use this as a coaster, then go ahead and go on to the making another one, because if you're making flower, we're going to need another layer. So what I've done, I made the same size another layer, and used 2 together on top of it, which I'm going to show you next. So you can see this is the last one, and I've just finished the last one, and I'm just going to take one more round, and then complete knotting it. And you can see here I have got the end, and you can simply keep a knot at the end, or just go through one or two loops in your crocheted part and then cut it, or you can simply make a knot and cut it, or you can also pull it. It doesn't usually gets off, but here you can see I am taking through 1 or 2 loops, and then I'm just cutting the end bit. That's what I'm going to do, because I am still not sure how to end those crocheted parts, but it has never came out until which I have completed, because I've never made a garment or anything. I've always made the flowers and things, and the like crocheted corals. So if you are interested in making sea tapestries, so yes, please have a look on my tapestry macrame, seaside macrame playlist. I have done a lot of crochet corals and macrame corals, and then I've also shown how to join the tapestry. Okay, so here we completed our 2 rounds. So next I'm going to show you how to make this bottom part. So I've taken this cord, which is 2.5 mm, and this is a twisted cord. So now I've cut half a meter cords, which are like 50 centimeter cords, out of this, and I am going to take one, fold it to half, and pin it down the middle like this. Now take one side and try to create a half-inch knot. So this is like half-inch knot. I'm going to create actually a double hitch knot. So this is going to be double. So here we have made a double hitch knot, as you can see. So what exactly I have done is fold into half and take one side cord, put through, and this become half-inch knot, and then go again. So this is double hitch knot here. Now I am just going to pin it down on the double hitch knot and take another cord of half a meter and tie it on here using the double hitch knot again. So I'm just going to fold the cord into half like this, put it under like this, and take the other side. Either side you can take. I'm just taking this side and loop and take the end through the loop and do the same again. And this is how we made a double hitch knot and added the cord. So the cord it is on one side. Now I'm going to tie double hitch knot on the inside as well. Okay, now we're going to tie another double hitch knot onto this one using the under cord, which was the main cord. These two were the main cord. Okay, now so you can see we are creating this part. Now bring this down and tie double hitch knot using this one. Do the same this side. And again, when we have two middle cords, just tie them using double hitch knot again. So this is how it looks. Now we're going to tie a double hitch knot on this one as well as on this one using these two cords, and that will be the end. How it's going to be, and then we need 4 of these. So here I have prepared 4 of these. 3 of these already were prepared, so you can see there are 4. So first what I'm going to do, take the first one and take at least 3 to 4 meters of the cord. I'm just going to use from the bundle directly, and take the side cord, tie a double hitch knot with the end, just like we did using one by tying the cord. And now I am going to tie the double hitch knot in all of these. Okay, and the next one. Take the next one and pin it down, go tie, start tying on all of these like this. Similarly, I'm going to attach all 4 of them like this. Okay, so here you can see I have attached all of them, joined by just using double hitch knot. Now I'm going to join both ends. So to join ends, simply here I can see I am cutting the edge, and then I am going to take the long cord or the working cord and keep on making the double hitch knot on all of the cords, which are the stem or the leafy part of the bottom from the flower. So yeah, I'm just going to continue making the double hitch knot around all of the cords. So here I've kept making 4 to 5 lines, and you can do 4 to 5 or more than that. It's up to you how long do you want. So because coronation flowers one is quite long, so I made almost 4 to 5 actually. So here you can see I've completed 5 lines of the double hitch knot on all the cords. Now what I'm doing for the last line is just leaving every second cord and making on the alternate, making the knot, same knot, double hitch knot on the alternate cord, so that the bottom part goes a little, it reduces all the fluffy thing, and then it goes a little tiny part. Basically it makes a tiny hole which does look like a flower part, the bottom of the flower part. Yeah, so keep doing it throughout, and then we're then going to add the flower onto it. So when you complete, it does look like a flower's bottom part. So basically I think it's not that tall, it's not that small, so it can be used for roses, it can be used for any other flowers bottom. Alright, so here you can see I have finished, and there are a couple of stems or the cords which are reduced, but it's going to help in while we're making the stem of the flower. So leave it like that, don't cut them, don't reduce them, and see you on the next part. Okay, so I'm going to create this carnation flower leaf. You can see this one, and you can see usually if you have seen the flower, it is like in a circular one, and it's like a not very thick and it's not very tall either. So I'm gonna just try and create them. So I feel this one is a little small, so I'm just gonna make a little bigger in this one. For that I have taken this cord. I'll try making this big, so which I've already prepared. This is almost 5 inches length. This is 5 inches length. Okay, for this I have taken 3 cords of 110 centimeter length. I'm going to take first cord and pin it down. Okay, before pinning I'm just going to leave it like this. Take another cord, fold into half. Now tie this cord on here in the middle using lark head knot. So this is a lark head knot, and you can see this is tied. Now I'm going to pin it down. I'm going to take one of this and tie another one again from the other side. Now we have created here 2 double hitch knot each, you can see. So now I'm going to take third cord and tie down here using double hitch knot again. Okay, so now we have tied on this one. Now I'm going to tie on this one. Okay, now tie double hitch knot using these two. So here we have tied these two on the first one. Now I'm going to do the same, bring this one down and tie these two. So I repeated the same again, and I'm going to do the same on this side. Bring the top cord down and tie with the rest two cords, and we're using double hitch knots throughout. And then when you reach here, tie the middle one on each other. So keep repeating this step. Bring the top cord down and tie with the next two, as you can see here. Okay, so keep repeating this step until you have small cords left like this one. So yeah, keep doing that. So here you can see I'm cutting a wire. So the length of the wire you can keep as long as you want the stem of the flower of yours. Here I've kept at least 10 to 15 inches long. So next I'm just trying to fold the the fold like in 90 degrees so that I can put through these two layers of the flowers. And we could have had like made it from two sides, but because I'm just using one wire, or using two wires might be more helpful, I think, because you can then create more like a pointy thing on flower. Like I pressed from one side and I can see there's a scope for pressing on both sides. so that the flower look like more of a circular. So here it does look like one side, but I think it's just going to be okay when we add the stem part. So I'm now going to add the stem. Here I'm using the tool to just make the the wire stand out. And this wire is a little harder because the wire I was using earlier were not that hard, and I was finding quite difficult if you are using those flowers to stand on your vase. So yeah, now onwards I'm using these hard wires. So here we go, we've got our stem, and now I'm trying to make a hole through, which already is, but I am just trying to arrange it so that I can put through the flower. So here you just have to press the flower's bottom to make it pointy so that it can fit in your stem part, bottom part, or here. So I have literally not used any glue while attaching this flower because I pulled a little harder so that these petal part of the bottom fits very like tightly on the flower. And then I simply started wrapping with the long cord. So here I used simply a long cord and started wrapping it, because I think for the stem I was using it directly from the bundle, so I never had to cut that one and take another one. So here I'm just using the same one. But if you've been cutting it, so you can take another one and just start wrapping like this. So hold your end of the cord like with the other cords, and then start wrapping and keep wrapping it, and simply just add the leaf as well, which you've just prepared. And if you have any thin parts, you can add any have some more left out cords from any other green color part, so that it doesn't look weird when if it shows, but it should not show. To try wrapping it very well. So yeah, thanks for watching. Here I end, and I think the flower looks awesome when it was completed. Thanks for watching, and if you liked the tutorial, please like, share and subscribe. That is very big help when you subscribe and share the tutorial with others. Thank you.